Brisbane, early summer. In the warm, shallow waters of Kedron Brook, the common toadfish comes upstream from the sea to forage. Eel-tailed catfish make and guard these circular nests in open reaches of the creek. As one of the few larger indigenous fish left in the suburbs, unfortunately, they are often driven out by the introduced and aggressive African tilapia. Eastern long-necked turtles appear and congregate, sometimes in large numbers, looking for mates. Their shells sport a growth of algae that makes them almost impossible to spot when hiding amongst the rocks on the river bottom. Long fin eels, which can also travel long distances over land, can be seen seeking new habitat and long-fin love. Schools of young mullet shoal in the shallows as the land dries out and flow decreases in the creek. A common blue-tailed damselfly rests in the hot sun. A bit like the eels, this Australian emerald dragonfly can also be found quite far from water. This indignant female rhino beetle may have just been laying those large white grubs that you can find in your compost. The beetles themselves feed on the new shoots of the poinciana trees. A golden spiny-tailed ant races over the hot concrete as the tide comes in.
Following a track through the shallow water. Who will be at the end of the track? And there we have it. A spiky slug. Making her way slowly across the shallows.
This is in fact called an estuarine slug, one of the land-based slug family that has taken to the water. Wherever remaining water can be found, along with small fish, cane-toed tadpoles often dominate the system. But even they can fall prey to the long dry spells. Even in our new reality of unpredictable weather, the first big storms are always exciting, with nature putting on a fine sound and light show to celebrate the arrival of life-giving rain.
Cressy Street drainage creek on a wet Monday morning, well over its fairly small banks, but still a lot of water. Heading off past Shore Sports there.
Ongoing development has rendered our catchment so hard that even quite a small storm can cause flooding. A small reminder of the changing climate that is causing such chaos around the world. From here in southeast Queensland to India, across the oceans to the USA, and recently the deadly flooding in Germany. But let us return to small miracles. It is amazing that after even a little rain, puddles in lawns and even car parks are soon hosting life. There are many species of water beetle that can fly in to check out these ephemeral habitats. Flies utilize the surface tension of the water and look to the next generation. Delicate-looking water striders are in fact quite fierce predators that prey on even smaller insects coming into the puddles. This is life at a whole different scale that we don't see unless we stop and look carefully. In remnant bushland near the creek line, a male orchard swallowtail, Populo aegis, splits through the now rapidly growing undergrowth, and nearby a blue tiger takes a break in the casuarina trees. The well-camouflaged evening brown has an insulated body to assist with using the cooler times of day. In native hibiscus along the water's edge, we can find the hibiscus harlequin bug, and as flowers turn to fruit, the narrow-leafed fig shelters a small moth. Have you ever walked through a patch of grass and had those clouds of little butterflies flurry up around you like snowflakes going the wrong way? Well, this is who they are. The common grass blue, with its beautiful, delicate underpatterns, and an iridescent blue sheen above. I had not really thought of grass needing to be pollinated. I so was fascinated to see bees doing just that on a wide grass verge. So busy here on river mangrove flowers backed by the water. Amongst the chaos and concrete of the city, we find other shyer denizens. This is a garden orb weaver in a grey mangrove, resting from her nighttime weaving and hunting labours. And betrayed only by her web, amongst the leaves and flowers of a wattle, a different species of well-decorated orb weaver also hides out. The pan-web orb weaver makes a little den out of leaves and web and rushes out to grab unwary visitors. Early morning sunlight lights up the web of a golden orb weaver, a male in this instance. And down amongst the leaf litter lurks the swift Brisbane huntsman with his strong fangs. But, as is nature's way, even the hunters become hunted. This little cane toad will soon grow up and be devouring many local invertebrates, as will the slow and steady blue-tongued lizard. Wherever there is permanent water, the eastern water skink can be seen sunning himself between meals too. So we need to be thankful for these many pearls of creation on our doorstep and make every effort to keep all our habitats healthy. Thanks for watching, and get out there along your local creek